Welcome back to another episode of WWF, and today isn't it current kind of figure day. It is actually going back into the past a little, back to the 90s hype of the Attitude Era of WWE, and I grabbed a few Bone Crunch Action, as they were called, figures by Jakks Pacific. And to be honest with you, some of their figures were actually really good. Some of them were quite poor, but some of them were quite good. And today I am going to look at a few that I bought just a couple of weeks ago. First off, Vince McMahon. Oh, the demon of WWE. Oh, who pays off winning. Yes. The old Vince McMahon. I mean, I don't understand why they actually included these as Bone Crunch Action, because they actually don't have the Bone Crunch sounds in them. But they were classified as Bone Crunch Action figures. This one is the Vince McMahon, obviously when he was a commentator and stuff. As you can see, you get him in his what looks like a jumper underneath, a microphone, jacket with his trousers, and then on the back. No, I will get that right. How many years I've been watching wrestling? And I just got that wrong? Seriously? What are you doing? Something's seriously wrong with me today. But yes, the old Raw is War logo on the back. You can see it a little bit better when you look at that. But yes, they're not great figures. They never really were. But this is the first of the little bundle that I got from Wrestling Megastore. But yes, I love my Bone Crunch Action figures, and I've ended up sort of building that collection up a little bit more again. I still have all my original ones, but there was some that I never ever got, this being one of them. And I started really getting back into the Bone Crunch Action figures. Second on that list is Bob Backlund. Now, this isn't exactly the great looking figures. He looks like a taxi with his doors open, with those ears. Now, that's possibly quite realistic, but I've never really took much notice of Bob Backlund's ears or anything. But this was when he was doing his managing part, I think, or when he started to snap before he started facing Bret Hart for the WWF title, as it was at the time. But yes, Bob Backlund in his suit, nice black boots, and to be honest with you, this figure, considering how old it is in really, really good condition. And to be honest with you, all the figures that I've got here are in tremendous condition. The arms move up and down. Vince McMahon's moved up with his microphone to his mouth. That one moved up as well. Next one on the list. This actually is Bone Crunch Action. I did actually have this figure, but my original one, the legs fell off. Yes. Series 1 and 2 of the Bone Crunch Action figures, they had really serious problems with arms coming off, because I've got an Undertaker that the arms came off. I had a Shawn Michaels, the legs came off. They were literally held together with just like a little metal pin. And in all honesty, they were terrible. As they went on in the series, they actually got a lot better. But yes, this next figure is the original Goldust. When he first came into it with Melina, however you were they pronounced it back then. But yes, in his all gold, and then just had the silver bit down there, and then the silver gloves rather than gold gloves. But yeah, again, not the best of scans, but you've got to think of how old these figures are. They've been out since the 90s, early 2000s, and this is actually a really, really good figure from back in the day. It's got a bit of a smear, a bit of a paintwork there, but that's only to be expected because they are pretty much second-hand figures these days. You don't tend to get a lot of them in boxes, and if you do, you're gonna pay through the nose a little bit for some of them. I still have the Blue Blazer in box. To be honest with you, I'm tempted to open it because the box has got a bit crumpled on the corners and stuff where it's been stored in my wardrobe. It should have been stored properly, really. But in all honesty, I'm a Lucy collector anyway. The next one, you may, if you follow my channel, you may have seen my my short of I know you want me. God, no, I can't do that. Yes, the next one is Sunny. I think this is one of two figures that she ever had released. I could be wrong. There could be more figures that she had released, but this is the only one I've actually come across from the Bone Crunch Action series of Sunny. And I have the other one, which was another Jakks specific figure, when she came back with LOD 2000 with the red looked like a fire design on the upper body. Yes, Sunny back in the day, not anymore I like, but Sunny back in the day. Yeah, but yes, this is, I think, the very first figure that she actually ever had released by Jakks Pacific as part of the Bone Crunch Action figures. But again, she doesn't have any bone crunch sounds or anything. The legs don't really move very well because of the skirt and stuff. But in all honesty, it's, if you look quite closely, it's better in person. But apart from looking a bit kind of thing, the face has actually got quite a good look of Sunny, to be honest. They actually didn't do a bad job of that. It's not too bad. It's not really very noticeable on this, apart from the kind of smile. But yes, the Sunny figure and the second ever figure I have ever owned of Sunny. I actually thought it was my first, and then I realised I actually had the Jakks Pacific LOD 2000 version. But yeah, Sunny, ladies and gentlemen, Sunny. And the last one, I've left this one till last specifically because although he looks like he's having a bit of a stroke, I know that people will think, what? But it's true. It looks like he's having a stroke. But I really, really like this next figure, and this next figure is the Honky Tonk Man, Jakks Pacific figure. And honest to God, I mean, you can't disagree that he looks like he's having some sort of it looks like he's got some sort of twitch or something going on, doesn't he? But yeah, so it's, to be honest with you, it's not the best of wrestling figures ever. But I really, really like this figure, and the added bonus is that I actually got the guitar with it as well. Yes, I actually got the guitar as well. Wrestling Megastore outdid themselves with these figures. I mean, these figures are absolute amazing. I mean, people will probably sit there thinking to themselves, "They're some of the worst figures ever released," but no. Bone Crunch Action series, and these figures were absolute amazing back in the day. I absolutely loved them. I still love them to this day, and which obviously is why I've got the more new editions and stuff. But this Honky Tonk Man that looks like it's got some sort of twitch going on, kind of thing, or got some sort of bad neck. It is probably one of the worst look-alike figures, but one of the most amazing figures that I have had in my collection. Honest to God, from the Bone Crunch Action series, I really, really like this. And you know, the paint job on this, considering how old it is absolute spick and span. There's probably one little wear. There's probably a little bit of wear on one of the shoes. That's about it. The rest of it is purely... it is mint. It is immaculate. But, honest to God, this is amazing. People are going to be sitting there watching this video thinking, what is he going on about? No! But yes, this is amazing. We have some absolute fantastic and amazing figures these days, but this has me laughing every time I see it. But it's just, I think it's just the head leaning to the side, and it just looks like he's on some sort of twitch thing going on. He looks like he's got issues, but honest to God, this figure, and actually having the original guitar with it as well, it's absolutely brilliant. So, yes, I just can't stop looking at that figure. Woo! It's just... Oh no, I honestly really love that figure. Wrestling Megastore, you outdid yourself with that figure, seriously. But oh my God, I never ever knew that figure existed until probably a few months ago when I saw it on the website. I didn't get it straight away because to be honest with you, I'd spent quite a bit of money at the time, and I've been saving up to with my brother to throw my mum a party at the end of last year. But honestly, this figure, it gives me giggles. Honky Tonk Man, yeah, Honky Man, yeah, Honky Man. Oh God, oh dear. He even smiles awkwardly. No, stop, behave yourself now. Oh dear. Yes, but the Honky Tonk Man, and it actually holds the guitar as well. Oh yes, I had the Honky Tonk Man. So, with that said, with me and my giggle fit about this figure having a fit, yes, that is this video over and done with. I had to save this figure to last. It's the best to last. And honest to God, this Honky Tonk Man, it's even got Honky Tonk on the back, and with his design on the back of it. So yes, so if anybody ever sees this figure going anywhere, buy it. Seriously, buy it. This is a brilliant figure. I love it. Seriously, buy it just for laughs. Seriously, it is amazing. So, on that note, ironically. On that note, that is all for this video. Subscribe if you want. If you've watched it, subscribe. Share to your friends, family, anyone that might be interested in wrestling figures and stuff like that. I have started doing more videos all the time. Obviously, it's beginning of the year, so there's plenty of videos to come in the future. So if you want to subscribe, see more, subscribe. And honestly, I promise you, I am a crazy, I don't even know how to describe myself, but I like to put the comedy factor into videos, and if you like comedy, if we're allowed these days, comedy, that is, I like to put comedy factor into videos. So if you like a bit of comedy factor and you enjoy wrestling figures, subscribe, and you'll see much more from me coming in the future. But for now, my battery's going low. I'm out.